This weekend started a little differently. You see this guy? We were total strangers on the same way to the same place. This is Adelaide Oval. It was built in 1871 but mostly overhauled in 2009 and can hold up to 53,698 people. The first official AFL game at this venue was played in 2011, but today I was here for a different game.
Finally made it in. Only 10 minutes to go, so we're grabbing a beer and then we better head to our seats. Chop chop.
I should also probably mention at this stage that if you're a Giants fan, you might not want to watch this.
Do it again, Eddie. Come on, do it again. Let me get it.
This wasn't my first Adelaide home game, but it was by far and away my best. The crowd was amazing, the players played incredibly well, and the Adelaide Oval put on a spectacle. It's one hell of a start to final season. So my battery died last night, but I'm sure you could hear from what the crowd was doing that it's turned out to be a good game in the end. This morning I'm heading off to my old place, which you guys have seen plenty of videos about, and I'm going to go see what it looks like. It's been 6 months, so I'm not expecting it to be a huge amount of change. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if it's still looking as good as it was. So that's the old stomping ground, and it's still looking in pretty good shape. I'm actually quite impressed. You might recognize these speaker stands from a video that I did a few years ago. The mate that I was making them for is the mate that I stayed with over the weekend. On Friday night we went down to watch the second round of the finals, which was the Geelong Cats versus the Richmond Tigers. And considering these were both non-Adelaide teams, the support down at the local pub was amazing. That is the end of footy final number 2. It was a good game. I think we had a good night.
It's a great game.
We had a good night.
Today's my last day. It's Saturday afternoon. I'm leaving early tomorrow morning. So I decided to take a trip into the city. Basically just take a walk. I miss being in the city, so it's nice to just be out in the sun. I'm heading out to have dinner with a mate now, and if all goes to plan, I should be able to watch the next 2 finals matches. It's Sydney versus Essendon and Port Adelaide versus West Coast. This wasn't the intention, I hadn't planned on this, but an entire weekend of footy is a pretty good weekend in my books.
Yeah, Sydney. Pure domination.
Yeah. A bit late this morning, cutting it a bit fine. It's a bit of a rush.
Lisa.